Tyco Simplex Grinnell takes pride in supplying the Cheesecake Factory with a range of fire and life safety equipment and services designed to protect you, your guests, and your restaurants. This video will help familiarize you with the equipment and systems in your kitchen so that in the event of a fire, you will be able to take the correct steps to save lives and minimize damage. This video will cover operation of fire extinguishers, how Ansel fire suppression systems work, why wheeled gas appliance restraint cables are important, emergency lighting, your fire alarm control panel, and your sprinkler system.
Your facilities are equipped with two types of fire extinguishers, dry chemical and a K-class. It is important that you understand which extinguisher is intended to be used for a particular fire. The K-class extinguisher is meant for the protection of cooking appliances that use a combustible cooking media. A K-class extinguisher is meant to be used on the cook line and is found in the kitchen. The K-class is to be used only after the fixed fire suppression system has been activated. The dry chemical type are ABC type extinguishers and meant to be used to extinguish fires related to Class A, paper and trash, Class B, flammable liquids, and Class C, energized electrical equipment. The ABC type extinguisher is found throughout the facility, both in cabinets and hanging on the wall. The ABC type extinguisher is meant to put out all fires not related to the cook line. It is extremely important to note these extinguishers are to be used only as backup to the fixed fire suppression system. According to NFPA 10, the standard for portable fire extinguishers, many fires are small at origin and can be extinguished by the use of proper portable fire extinguishers. It is strongly recommended that the fire department be notified as soon as a fire is discovered. Alerting the fire department should not be delayed by awaiting the results of the application of portable fire extinguishers. The successful functioning of fire extinguishers depends on the following conditions being met. The fire extinguisher is properly located and in working order. The fire extinguisher is of the proper type for a fire that can occur. The fire is discovered while still small enough for the fire extinguisher to be effective. The fire is discovered by a person ready, willing, and able to use the fire extinguisher. The owner and managers of a property in which fire extinguishers are located have an obligation for the care and use of these extinguishers at all times. In the event of a fire, sound building fire alarm, both verbally and by pulling the fire alarm pull station. Fire alarm pull station is read and located throughout the facility. Activate pull station and call 911. Select extinguisher for type of fire you are encountering. Perform the PASS method. PASS. Pull pin, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Ensuring you are upwind of the fire, pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep the nozzle back and forth until the fire is extinguished. You should not try to fight a fire if it is generating a substantial amount of smoke, it is in close proximity to other combustibles, it's too large to handle with one extinguisher, it could cut off your exit, or you're unsure about the use of an extinguisher. According to your system's installation manual, restaurant fire suppression systems are designed to provide fire protection for restaurant cooking appliances, hoods, and ducts. The owner's guide can help you understand how the restaurant system works, responsibilities for maintenance, and what to do in case of fire. Those topics include: keep all kitchen equipment free of grease buildup, including gas flues which are not intended to be grease coated. Never use flammable solvents or cleaners. Flammable residue could be left in the hazard area. Make certain obstructions such as utensils, pots, pans, cooking materials, etc. are not stored in areas that can obstruct the fire suppression system discharge. Operate your exhaust system whenever the appliance is preheating, heating, cooking, or cooling. This helps to prevent excessive heat buildup, which could actuate the system. Never operate filter-equipped exhaust systems without the filters in place. Excessive grease may build up in their hood and duct system. Cooking with filters removed can impact air movement and/or temperatures, which may result in system discharge. Use only UL-listed filters. Janitorial staff should never attempt to clean the cables or fuse links above the grease filters, as this could accidentally activate the system. Subsequent to cleaning, nozzle caps, stainless steel or rubber, should always be in place in the morning and maintained throughout the shifts by the restaurant cooks. This will minimize grease impaction and the number of nozzles that need to be replaced. You should make inspecting your restaurant fire suppression system part of your daily startup and shutdown. When irregularities are found, you need to contact your life safety representative to rectify. Items to take note of. Never use corrosive cleaning solution on the fusible links or cable. Check to make sure that there is no corrosion on any of the detection components. At daily intervals, check your systems for loose pipes and missing or grease-covered nozzle caps. Make certain caps are placed over the ends of each nozzle. Temporarily remove cap. Check to make certain it is not brittle, and snap cap back on. Check to make sure the manual pull station is not covered or obstructed. Ensure grease filters are installed correctly. Never hang on or use system piping for support. Tyco Simplex Grinnell inspects kitchen hood suppression systems every 6 months. Though tempting, you should never use any components of the system to climb on or to hang miscellaneous equipment from. Several appliances in the cook line are on wheels and require cleaning by the janitorial staff behind and around the units. Newer restaurants can have entire appliance lines, hot and cold side, on wheels. All must be restrained with the wall tether at all times. Always maintain control and do not rush when moving these units to avoid damage. When pulling the wheeled appliances out, please take note if the restraint or tether is connected. If the tether cable is not connected, stop moving the unit and reconnect. If tears, knots, kinks, or frays are noticed on either the gas hose or tether connection, please report this condition to the restaurant manager or janitorial supervisor right away. Appliance hoses and tethers are also inspected weekly by the local appliance service companies servicing the hot and cold side of the lines. Tethers or appliance restraints should always be connected to wheeled units. Unsecured tethers place risk on the gas line being torn from a connection and could cause a gas leak. The Cheesecake Factory requires the pictures be taken and reported to the janitorial area supervisor and RFM if any conditions don't comply with the restraint requirements. If it's a potential emergency situation, the pictures should be emailed immediately to the restaurant management and RFM. If it's a non-emergency situation, send the email within 24 hours. Never disconnect a coil or tether for any reason. Emergency lights consist of both exit signs and emergency illumination fixtures. The majority of the emergency lights found in your locations have a battery backup. That means in the event of a power outage, these lights will illuminate for 90 to 120 minutes depending on your location's requirements. Emergency lights play an important role in not only evacuating the building in an emergency, but also allow first responders to better understand their surroundings inside a darkened building. It is important to ensure that the emergency lights are ready to operate as intended. According to NFPA 101, the restaurant staff should conduct functional testing at 30-day intervals for not less than 30 seconds. Tyco Simplex Grinnell conducts functional testing every January for 1.5 hours. Ensure signs are not damaged or obstructed and are in working order. Some facilities are equipped with a fire alarm control panel. The fire alarm control panel is a sensitive piece of electronic equipment and should not be subjected to direct or oversprayed liquids, including water. The fire alarm control panel is generally housed in an enclosed closet accessed either from within the building or through an outside door. The door is generally labeled. In the event of a fire, the control panel will activate and cause the alarms to sound within the facility. When this happens, you should evacuate the building immediately. Once you are outside, notify the fire department and await their instructions. In some applications, the fire alarm control panel is designed to call the fire department on its own. This should not prevent you from making a secondary call yourself. Tyco Simplex Grinnell inspects our customers' fire alarm systems every January or as the local code requires. Many facilities are equipped with a water-based sprinkler system. The sprinkler heads are overhead, sometimes exposed and sometimes concealed. The heads themselves will only activate when the temperature reaches a determined point, normally 135 degrees to 170 degrees. Only the affected heads will activate. The entire network of sprinkler heads will not automatically activate. There is no manual means of activation. The sprinkler heads can be accidentally activated by bumping or hanging items from them. When the sprinkler system is activated, the fire alarm will sound. If you are present for a fire event, you need to evacuate the building immediately and call the fire department. Sprinkler heads do accumulate dust and grime over time. You should not use aggressive measures to clean them. If a sprinkler head is dirty to a point of needing more than a gentle wiping with a feather duster, it needs to be serviced by the local sprinkler service provider. A critical component of the sprinkler head is the escutcheon ring or plate. The escutcheon fits around the head and is generally recessed in the ceiling. The escutcheon helps collect heat from a fire that enables the head to activate. The escutcheons can be loosened or knocked down from aggressive cleaning or normal building settling. If you see an escutcheon missing, you should notify restaurant management immediately. Tyco Simplex Grinnell inspects our customer systems every January or as local code requires. The system has two ways of activation: manual via the pull station and automatic via the fusible links. In the event of a fire within the protected area, you should evacuate others from the area. In a loud, clear voice, say, "We have a fire. Please leave the building carefully but quickly." If the automatic actuation has not taken place, operate the system manually as follows. Pull handle of system, pull station straight out to activate the fire suppression system. System pull stations are located at each end of the main cook line as well as the prep line. Call the local fire department. Note, fire department notification should take place automatically, but additional important information can be derived from calling the fire department. It's important to note, when the system is activated, the chemical will be discharged from the pipes above the appliances to extinguish the fire. Also, and as important, the system will shut off the flow of gas and turn off the power to the cooking appliances. This is an extremely important function of the system. Stand by with the K-Guard wet chemical hand portable extinguisher. Pull pin, stand back 10 feet, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze handles, and sweep from side to side. Again, it is important to note the K-class shall be used only as backup. Activate the system first.
The fire and life safety systems installed in the Cheesecake Factory serve an important purpose. They are there to help protect people and property and create the safest possible environment in your restaurant. But in order for these systems to work properly, you must understand how to use and maintain them. If you learn to work with them, they will be there for you when needed. If during the course of your workday you have any questions or concerns about any of your fire and life safety equipment, please contact the local regional facility manager or restaurant management. If you see something, say something.